Please stand for the national anthem. Please remove your hats. Graduates, you may leave your hats on. And now the Convocation by Tyler Boyce.
Please join me in a word of prayer. Father in heaven, your word tells us that in the beginning you said, "Let there be light." And there was light. I pray this morning as we celebrate the accomplishments of these students and the skills of the faculty that labor to teach, Lord, let your light shine on us like you did in the beginning and make this ceremony a truly special occasion. In Jesus' name, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I am Greg Kegel, Chancellor of MSU-Northern. On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff of Montana State University Northern, I'm granted the honor of welcoming each of you as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2023, with 285 students receiving 420 degrees. Please take a moment to mute or turn off your cell phones. Thank you. I'd like to thank the following groups and individuals for participating in today's events. The Assiniboine Cree singers for sharing an honor song, and Tyler Boyce for the Invocation and Benediction. Now please allow me to introduce our platform guests. I ask that each person stand and remain standing as I call their names. Please hold your applause until the last person is introduced. Mr. Joel Soyseth, Professor of Arts Sciences and our Faculty Marshal. Dr. Jamie Duke, Interim Dean of the College of Health Sciences. Dr. David Kruger, Dean, College of Technical Sciences. Dr. Beth Durodedu, Dean, College of Arts, Sciences, and Education. Dr. Carol Reifsnyder, Interim Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost. Mr. Jay Pyette, our commencement speaker. Ms. Maura Gatch, Vice Chancellor of Enrollment Management. Ms. Darcy Hertz, Vice Chancellor of Administration and Finance. Mr. Kevin McCrae, Deputy Commissioner, Office of the Higher Education. Mr. Corey Kopp, our Dean of Students, and Mr. Tyler Boyce, Psi Alpha Director. I'd also like to introduce a few special guests. My wife, Sherry Kegel. Dana Pyette, spouse of our commencement speaker, Jay Pyette. And Beth McCrae, spouse of Deputy Commissioner of Higher Education, Kevin McCrae. I would now like to recognize those at MSU-Northern who have contributed significantly to helping these graduates achieve today's milestone. First, the faculty of MSU-Northern who dedicate their lives to student success. Would the faculty please stand as I announce your college? College of Arts and Sciences and Education. The College of Health Sciences. The College of Technical Sciences. These are the educators who, in partnership with family and friends, have contributed significantly to the achievement of the personal milestones that we will be celebrating today. Thank you all. In addition to the faculty, MSU-Northern staff contribute greatly to the success of our students. Members of the administrative, professional, and classified staff, please stand and be recognized. Thank you to everyone who has contributed time and effort in order to make today's ceremony memorable. At this time, I'd also like to recognize this year's retirees. Dr. Neil Moisey, Provost Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs. He is retiring after 5 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Ms. Cynthia Small, Director of Financial Aid. She is retiring after 33 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Mr. Keith Richardson, Lab Tech, is retiring after 15 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Mr. Richard Dortris, Carpenter, is retiring after 15 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Mr. Gregory Klaus, Professor of Agriculture and Mechanical Tech. He is retiring after 36 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Mr. Kevin Carlson, Professor of Business. He is retiring after 37 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Mr. Thomas Kays, Custodian. He is retiring after 19 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. Miss Margaret Peggy Christofferson, Custodian. She is retiring after 18 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. And Miss Deborah Bradley, Administrative Assistant. She is retiring with 11 years of dedicated service to MSU-Northern. I'm honored to introduce the MSU-Northern alumni who are on campus today to celebrate their golden graduation. a milestone observed by MSU-Northern to celebrate the achievements and lives of our alumni who graduated from Northern 50 years ago. This year, we're privileged to recognize members of the class of 1973. President Crowley conferred the diplomas for bachelor's, associates, and certificates to those graduates. These graduates are an inspiration to us all. Together with Northern's faculty and staff of that time, they helped build the foundation that we enjoy today. I want to extend to these alumni a very special welcome. We're privileged to have you participate in today's ceremony. And now I ask that all Golden graduates stand to recognize in their honor the respective anniversary of their graduation. As Dean Corey Kopp calls your name, please accept your golden recognition from our interim provost, Dr. Carol Reifsnyder. Marshals, please escort the alumni to the platform, and once you have received your diploma, please stop before exiting the stage for a photo.
Ralph Brigham. Peter DeRosier. David Glums. Jacqueline Hansen. Kenneth Larson. Vicky Niederegger. Charles Schatzka. Daryl Thackeray. Pam Wilson. Kay Young.
One more time, please help me appreciate these graduates. Interim Provost Dr. Carol Reifsnyder will now make some special introductions.
I would like to recognize our students who are graduating with honors from Montana State University Northern. The maroon cords designate that the student is graduating cum laude or with a minimum GPA of 3.5 on a 4-point scale. The silver cord designates magna cum laude or a minimum GPA of 3.75. The gold cord designates the highest honor or summa cum laude. These students are graduating with a 4.0 GPA. All honors graduates, please stand. Please be seated. Your program also designates students who are graduating with department distinction. These graduates are selected by the faculty in their departments for their outstanding performance at Northern. All students graduating with department distinction, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. We are pleased to honor all graduates who have served in the armed forces. The red, white, and blue cords designate these graduates. Will all veteran graduates please stand and be recognized? Chancellor Kegel will now address the graduates.
It's my honor to be standing here to congratulate and address the graduating class of 2023. I'd like to thank all the parents, the grandparents, the spouses, children, siblings, extended family, and friends for the support they have given these graduates in the pursuit of their accomplishment. The graduating class of 2023 is a very special class. I was visiting with Morgan Milligan, our student body president, last week, and she reminded me that this is the class of the COVID babies, the freshmen when COVID hit. That brought back a lot of not so great memories. Reminded me of canceling commencement that year, closing buildings, canceling all the events on our college calendar, moving all the courses to online courses. We struggled every day to figure out all the unknowns. Nobody really knew what we were dealing with. It was chaotic. I actually asked students that were on spring break to only return if they had to. That's pretty terrible. I don't know of another chancellor that would ever do something like that. We've been told it was an unprecedented time. It would have been easy for all of you guys to quit and not come back, but you didn't. If you remember when I met with you at orientation that week, or that year, I asked that every student would commit and persist and complete what you started. Be all in and recognize that the job isn't done until the job is done. Well, that's what you've done. You finished the job and you did it in arguably the hardest time ever. You earned your degree, the ticket that's going to open doors and allow you to move vertically in your career from now on. I hope you're as proud of your accomplishments as all of us here are today. If I could share one little bit of advice with you today, it would be for you to take whatever it was that you got you here today, the thing that helped you to persevere, to finish. Take that with you, and you'll be successful wherever you go. Thank you, and good luck. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our 2023 commencement speaker, Jay Pyette. Jay Pyette was born and raised in Chinook, Montana, graduated in 1985. He attended MSU-Northern, earning his bachelor's degree in Broadfield English with a theater minor in 1998, and then attended the University of Oregon, earning a master's degree in theater arts with an emphasis in Shakespeare in 1992. With two fellow graduates, Jay founded the Northwest Ensemble Theater and began producing new works. Jay returned to Montana in 1993 and the NET was officially named the Montana Actors Theater, MAT. After teaching English and theater at Havre High School, as well as various theater classes at MSU-Northern from 1995 to 2014, Jay began working exclusively for MAT as its executive director. He is accomplished in playwright. His comedy Ragburns toured Montana, while his drama The Dead of Winter premiered in Montana to subsequently be produced in London, England. His most recent play, The Harvest, premiered in Havre last year. Jay and his wife Dana have 5 adult children. Please join me in welcoming Jay Pyette.
Wow, well, thank you very much for inviting me to be here today. This is a good day. You've worked hard to get to this point. Some of you probably have been looking forward to this for years. Some of you for many years. This day, May 6th, it's a day on which you've accomplished something pretty awesome. It's an important day. Through history, May 6th has been a pretty important day. Some really cool things have happened on May 6th. Sigmund Freud, Tony Blair, Orson Welles, Willie Mays were all born on May 6th. And despite those inconsequential guys, even more importantly, George Clooney was born on May 6th. Some really important historical things have also happened on this date. In 1937, the Hindenburg disaster. Babe Ruth hit his first major league home run in 1915. Steve Jobs introduced the iMac in 98. And now this, your commencement to add to that list. And while this May 6th and your role on this day may not necessarily be added to the list of historical events, who knows? Years from now, there could be some guy giving a speech somewhere, and after mentioning George Clooney's birthday, of course, he might go on to say, and on this day in 2023, Brandon Longfox graduated college. And the whole place will cheer. I guess that really depends on what you do from here. In addition to historical events, May 6th is also the national day for several different things. You guys, every day is a national day for many different things. Yesterday was, amongst some pretty important things, also National Tuba Day and National Hoagie Day. I hope you took part in both of those. Most days have several national days attributed to them, and May 6th is no exception. Important to this room. It's National Nurses Day. Yeah, right? Yeah. So for some of you, this day was made for you. It's also National No Diet Day. Which, going back to your nurses, could be job security. For all of you graduates, it is also National No Homework Day. These are 3 great days. No diet, no homework. Appreciate those going into nursing. There are actually 2 other national days today that I was a bit hesitant to bring up, but then I thought, you know what? it's a day for celebration. The first is today is National Beverage Day. Take that as you will. The other is National Naked Gardening Day. Which, if you really commit yourself to National Beverage Day, could lead to your participation in that one as well. To each his own, but just remember what Shakespeare said in Macbeth: what's done cannot be undone. So if you do choose to commemorate these last two national days, please do so in such a manner that you don't end up on the list of May 6th historical events for a bad reason. We certainly don't want that person in the future to mention Brandon to Cheers and then follow that with Barry Brownlee in the garden with a beverage. Whatever day you choose, the most important one is right now, this one, Northern's Commencement Day. When I was contacted by Dr. Duro-Doye with an invitation to speak at this commencement, I was at first very honored and then, of course, scared. I thought, I've done this before. I've spoken at a couple of high school graduations, and I'm in theater. I could just write a script and perform it. Good, okay, so write a script. So I went back to Dr. Duro-Doye's email, and it said, "Your life experiences are an inspiration to our graduates who look forward to receiving your invaluable knowledge and insights." Okay, let's see. Invaluable knowledge and insight. Should be easy, right? So I sat down at my computer, and now I'm sure none of you know the feeling of sitting down at a computer and staring at that screen and nothing is happening. And no, I did not Google inspiring graduation speeches with invaluable knowledge and insight. But if I had, I would have probably seen some really cool stuff. So then I thought, okay, go back. Look at the ones you did before. Maybe I can just recycle one a little bit. I mean, recycling's good, right? And then I received a very nice email from a former student, Jen Tomac, who is also sitting out there with you today. And she said, "I don't know if you realize or remember this, but you were my commencement speaker 26 years ago at Havre High." Well, there goes recycling. Because I'm sure that Jen remembers every bit of the invaluable knowledge and insight that I shared back then. Right, Jen? But her email made me think about those days, 26 years ago. I knew her when she played Juliet in a production of Romeo and Juliet. In her email, she talked of the confidence that doing so had given her, and I realized how impactful theater had been for her. And then I knew what I wanted to share with you. Life experiences. That's what the email said. Life experiences. Some of my greatest life experiences have taken place right here on this campus, in the theater just across the courtyard. You see, I've been on this stage before as well. In May of 1989, I sat out where you're sitting, and then I walked across this stage just like you're about to do. My day then and yours now are actually pretty similar. I was excited to graduate. I was sitting with a bunch of my friends. The commencement was great. The speaker was... I have no clue who the speaker was. But I'll bet he or she probably shared some invaluable knowledge and insight on how to succeed. But it actually doesn't matter that I can't remember who the speaker was or everything about the day. What does matter is what I took from my culmination of my time here at Northern. What are you taking with you? I'm betting that there was something, or more likely someone, that will remain an influence through your life. Perhaps they shared invaluable knowledge and insight, but more likely they just simply influenced your life by the way that they conducted theirs. For me, it was a couple of professors in the theater, and what they taught has served as the basis for my life. Now, I know that many of you have never taken part in the theater, but many of you have during your time here at Northern. Whether as a member of the set construction crew, or a student in one of Dr. Olson's theater classes, on a running crew for a show, or even as one of our student athletes who decided to give the stage a try and found a home. Right, Xavier Baldwin? Rachel David? Many of you have experienced at least a little bit of theater. Heck, some of you brought the entire family, like the Guyans, all of whom are graduating today. And whether any of you ever step foot in the theater again, I hope you gained something from it. I mean, I know that when I was in your place, I did. You see, we had this code of ethics that we worked by, and the last line from it has remained with me all these years. I shall conduct my efforts in such a manner that the theater will stand as a greater institution for my having labored there. Now think about that for a second, not just in the terms of theater, but in everything you do. No matter what it is, do it in such a way that thing is better because you were there. Make that institution, whether it's in technology, nursing, plumbing, teaching, whatever, better because of your efforts. Now, the beauty of this idea is that it can be applied to anything, and it should be applied to everything. Whatever you choose to do, do it in such a way that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's better because you were there. And it doesn't matter if your impact is on the whole world or only on a few people. The magnitude of your success isn't the important part, unless, of course, you really want a national day named after you, and then, Barry, you better be the best darn naked gardener out there. No one gets to evaluate your success but you. You decide what it looks like. The idea is actually pretty simple. Wherever you go, make it a better place by your efforts, and remember that you, and only you, determine your success. Now, I gained this philosophy from two professors in the theater a long time ago, but they weren't the only people from whom I've drawn inspiration. There's another. Someone who's been an integral part of my life for decades. And no, I'm not talking about another professor. I'm talking about an old guy who's been dead for over 400 years. And while some of you might think I'm still referring to some of the current staff, I'm not. It's actually somebody I already mentioned. Shakespeare. So many things he said could be applied here. I'm going to say what I'm trying to say, only in a much better way. Thine own self be true. Some are born great, some achieve greatness. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, etc. Well-known sayings by princes and kings and queens and heroes, warriors, and even a teenage girl named Juliet. Shakespeare certainly had a better grip on invaluable insight and knowledge than I do. But I picked two quotes that I feel are appropriate to today. I didn't pick Hamlet or Romeo or any one of the King Henrys. I chose a guy named Gratiano. He's a witty guy from The Merchant of Venice. Basically, he talks a lot. He's essentially kind of a fool, doesn't always say the politically correct thing, is often the comic relief. So, you know that friend of yours who talks too much? Maybe says things they shouldn't, thinks they're really funny? You know, there's hope for them. In one of Gratiano's speeches, he says, "With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come." Of everything that could be said today, that might be the best. Don't let the worry and the stress of the world and all the cares create those wrinkles. Let them come from mirth and laughter. You're going to have wrinkles, we all do. So have fun in life and let those wrinkles come from the good stuff. Now, to be completely honest, that wasn't the end of Gratiano's quote, not by a long shot. He was a talker. And in this case, he actually says, "With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine then my heart cool with mortifying groans. So for those of you really buying into the National Beverage Day thing, Shakespeare's on your side. Second quote is from another minor character by the name of Corin in As You Like It. Kind of the opposite of Graciano. He's an old shepherd. He's just really a nice guy trying to help others. He's really poor. He doesn't even have food in his cottage, but whenever he's asked for help, he gives it. I think we all know that person as well. I think we should all be that person. His approach to life is simple. He says, "Sir, I'm a true laborer. I earn that I eat, get that I wear, owe no man hate, envy no man's happiness, glad of other men's good, content with my harm." He's happy with what he's done in the world. He earned the things he needed to live. He didn't hate anyone. He didn't envy when others were happy. He was glad for the good of other men, and he was content with the harm that he had caused because he hadn't caused much at all. What a life we can have if we can truly say these things. Not exactly to be or not to be level of quotes, but actually more appropriate. Corin was proud of his life, even though it was a simple one. Graciano told us to be happy. They both ended up happy and content in what they had become. And now, I'm not saying don't strive for great things. Just make sure you're happy in what you're doing, and whatever it is, you make it better because you were there. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today and to share this with you. This day does take me back 34 years to a very similar day, but this one's yours. It's your day, your own national day. So, to all you future non-dieting, no homework doing, beverage consuming, naked gardening nurses and others, congrats.
Good message, Jay. Thank you. This time, Interim Provost Reifsnyder will present the degree candidates.
Chancellor Kliegel, I am pleased to present the degree candidates for the Masters of Education and the Master of Science in Education. Candidates for the Master of Education degree in Counselor Education and Master of Science in Education degree in Instruction and Learning, please rise. These candidates have met the requirements for the Master of Education degree and the Master of Science in Education degree and are recommended by the graduate faculty for the degree. Professors Joyce Mafunde Finn and Curtis Beebe, please come forward to assist with the hooding of the candidates. Marshals, will you please escort the new graduate degree recipients to the stage to receive their diplomas, hoods, and congratulations. I request, although I know this is inconsequential, that the audience reserve its applause until all graduates have crossed the stage.
Samantha Gordon. Lori Sunda Irino Grusonic. Genevieve S. Hepworth. Courtney S. Bailey. Rachel E. David. Lisa Marie Passon. Tatiana Yasmina Vuksevic.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the state of Montana, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Masters of Education, Masters of Science in Education, for which you have qualified. Please join me in recognizing our newest master's degrees.
Chancellor Kegel, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Certificate of Applied Science. Candidates, please rise. Okay, you can do it. Chancellor Kegel, these candidates, upon recommendation by the faculty of the appropriate departments, have met the requirements for the baccalaureate or associate degree or certificate program. Graduates, please be seated until the marshals ask you to move to the podium to receive your degrees. I also ask, again, this is in labor of love, right? That members of the audience please hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Marshals, will you please escort the new graduates to the platform to receive their degree, and congratulations.
Abigail G. Boyce. Skylie P. Durden. Leslie Michelle Fisher. Alex Eagleman James. Maddie Maines. Louis A. Peterson. Jasmine L. Powell. Thomas John Reynolds. Grace Patrice Schwenk. Shay L. Waldbillig. Levi M. Keltner. Daniel Stephen Hodges. Morgan Rose Milligan. Nicholas Sia. Field Martin Suslov. Tristan L. Gower. Kaylee Ingalls. Zephaniah Anyala Linton. McKaylee Tanner. Joshua Allstad. Desiree Brown Lopez. Callie Ray Martin Krantz. Cole Robert Dykeisen. Gilbert Scott Horn. Janelle D. Huff. Calvin Gillett. Jesse Keldner. Tanner McClement Call. Camden Tyler Melenda. Jada Rain Murray. Noah J. Perkins. Ethan K. Rodman. Selena May Sandman. Ariana Umbrea Sorensen. Eiley E. Subic. Dylan Christopher Tatarka. Jalen Ray Vayu. Samantha Michelle Watson. Davy L. Weasel. Anthony Braggs, Jr. Liam Byetts Terry. Olivia Bischoff. Janae Nicole Bowles. Carson Alexander Kaya. Rylan J. Moldenhauer. Vanessa M. Peterson. Good. Brett Westford. Haley F. Woodard. Patrick Dothett. Dylan Chivilicek. Bradley Denton. McKenna Hope Gaylor. Eddie Harmon. Colton Harp. Spencer Colodi. Andrew Ryan Lilivet. Daniel J. Rasmussen. Cord Schneider. Craig Thomas Sohn. Matthew Whedon. Cody Golding. Coulter Robert McDonald. Theodore D. Rhodes. Kenneth David Vincent. Clayton Michael Watterson. Caitlin Murdoch. Hadley Stell Plummer. Adam Solberg. Abigail Sue Keltner. Allison Grace Tigert. Abigail Mackenzie Morse. Susan E. Brewerud. Jennifer P. Tomac. Roy Barry M. Brownlee. Michaela Joelle Hall. Erica Nicole Holsapple. Megan E. Brewer Guyant. Griffin R. Guyant. Wakefield W. Guyant. Shireen Roses Windy Boy. Ethan J. Davison. Olivia Danielle Isaacson. Travion Rainey. Morningstar Shay Thomas. Carson Lee Vogel. Andrea Ackerman. Katie Ann Derry. Haley Brooke George. Alana K. Graves. Kayla Ann Heckman. Kayleen M. Hofer. Jody Leanne Hout. Chelsea A. Jones. Madison Lammers. Michelle Lee. Jessica Virginia Majerus. Sarah Liesel Parks. Mackenzie A. Powell. Eslyn Schrack. Sheena M. Teskey. Ray Lynn Tyner. Jada May Witchman. Lauren M. Bruner. Crystal Dawn Hofer. Peyton Librand. Edwin Z. Medina. Hunter Varney. Riley Frank DeVries. Colin Gilpatrick. Jonathan M. Hagler. James Hughes. Clayton Crass. Rachel Shanice Stewart Lindsay. Tristan Lowry. Devin Quinn Peterson. Cody James Robinson. Leighton E. Seneff. Hunter Wise Shawley. Remington I. Bell. Matthew Bumbarker. William Burns. Isaiah Davis. Bridget B. Eli. Parker L. Hodshire. Garrett W. Johnson. Andrew Jungers. Tia Kuntz. Jesse Cannon Lee. Madeline K. Lowe. Ethan McLeod. Brendan D. Medina. Jaron Lewis Pollard. Levi Orning Poser. Jason Lynn Rice. Wyatt Casey Terry. Patrick Hammond. Christian Mangi. Aiden J. Zwani. Lucas Shembry. Lane C. Melton. Kaylee E. Oaks. Tyler Potter. Kale Burton Reno. Calvin Dawson Thornburg. Mac Daniel Winchester. Xavier Linnell Lee Baldwin.
Graduates, please rise. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the state of Montana, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor's of Science in Education, Bachelor's of Science, Bachelor's of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Certificate of Applied Science for which you have qualified. You may now move the tassel from the right to the left of your mortarboard. Now please turn around and face the audience and take this opportunity to thank your family and friends for their support in helping you achieve this milestone. Please be seated. In closing, I'd also like to recognize the impact that Montana State University Northern has had across generations and throughout the years. Would any member of the audience who's a graduate of Northern Montana College or Montana State University Northern, please stand. Welcome home. Please stand as the Assiniboine Cree singers from Fort Belknap and Rocky Boy share an honor song for the graduates. Thank you, Assiniboine Cree singers. Mr. Boyce, will you please step forward and give the benediction?
Join me in one more word of prayer. Father, your word tells us about a man named Job. He went through some hard times and asked you some very desperate questions. Lord, today in this room, there are those who've gone through hard times and may feel relieved to finally graduate and move on to a new season in life. Job wanted to hear from you, and like him, some of us here today want to hear from you as well. Father, I pray that you would speak to us like you did with Job. Job needed to hear from you, and you honored that need. We are here to celebrate learning, and the greatest reality we'll ever experience is learning about you through every area of our lives. You knit us together, you created each personality, and you know our first day from our last. I pray you'd bless each one here with a purpose-filled life, one only you can give, Jesus. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. Mr. Al Garver, the Executive Director of our MSU-Northern Foundation, will share a few words with our graduates.
Congratulations, Northern graduates. You are now officially alumni of MSU-Northern. Our foundation currently engages with 16,000 Northern alumni all over Montana, the United States, and throughout the world, and you are now a part of that unique group. We want to engage with you throughout your lifetime. We want to hear from you and learn how you're progressing in your career. We want to share our newsletter with you twice a year so you can see Northern continue to grow and change. We want to invite you to special events, such as groundbreaking events for new buildings, class reunions, or invite you to come back in 50 years when you become a golden grad like these. And we will also ask you to give financially when you're able to do so to help other students succeed here at Northern. A quick survey of the students or of the graduates. Raise your hand if you received a scholarship here at Northern. Just so you know, the vast majority of those dollars that funded those scholarships are from Northern alumni who came before you. And we hope that at some point you will pay it forward and keep that tradition going by giving financially to our foundation to fund future students. To recognize you as alumni, we have a gift for you. A white Northern ball cap like this one with alumni on the back. If you're able to return to the campus for any of our 5 football home games each year, you can wear this cap to get access to our tailgate area adjacent to the Chancellor's patio. With this hat, you and a guest can enjoy free burgers, brats, and adult beverages as our thank you to you for staying engaged with us. To get your hat, just grab one from us on your way out the main entrances, both entrances. Again, congratulations on your graduation today. You should be very proud of what you have accomplished. Thank you.
We hope you will join us as we further celebrate our students in the Vandy Bogart Library immediately following the commencement, where you will have an opportunity to view the Student Project Symposium and enjoy light refreshments. This symposium is an opportunity to see the examples of the incredible work our students do in pursuit of their degrees. Please allow the graduates and faculty to leave the gymnasium first. Now, please stand and remain standing until the recessional has been concluded.